Welcome to Real Clear Politics on Sirius XM for Monday, September 9th. I'm Andrew Waldworth, and I'm joined by RCP co-founder and president Tom Bevan, and sitting in for Carl Cannon, RCP national political correspondent Susan Crabtree. So, Tom, let's start with some polling that came out over the weekend. This New York Times Siena poll showed Donald Trump ahead of Kamala Harris among likely voters. The Times wrote, Mr. Trump may have had a rough month following the president's departure and amid the burst of excitement that Ms. Harris brought Democrats, but the poll suggests his support remains remarkably resilient. So lots of numbers to unpack in the poll, but what do you think these new numbers mean?
Well, I mean, it kind of confirms what I think, some people thought about this race, which was it's close. It's going to be close. But it does show a couple interesting things. Number one, among likely voters, they showed Harris trailing Trump by 1 point in the two-way matchup. They actually said, if you take into account the rounding errors, it's a Trump 2-point lead, meaning that Trump was probably leading something like 48.4 and Harris was at 46.6. So they rounded up for Harris to get her to 47. They rounded down for Trump. And so it's a 1-point lead when in reality, it might even be closer to a 2-point lead. If you look at their last poll, which was taken, they went into the field the day after Joe Biden dropped out. So her first official day as the de facto nominee, July 22nd. They had Trump up 1 point in that poll. So after all that, after everything that's happened, right, the switch and the convention and all of that, the race is basically where it was when she became the nominee. Now, when you expand it to the five-way multi-candidate poll, that number was even worse for Kamala Harris. So it went from a Harris 1-point lead in July 22nd of last, 2 months ago now, to a Trump 2-point lead. So a 3-point swing in Trump's favor over that period of time. So not good news for Kamala Harris. And the headline they put on their story was something like that her momentum is blunted or slowed. And we have a similar situation with another Harvard Harris poll came out. Both the two-way and the five-way show this race tied. So her lead in our national average now at the two-way is down to 1.3. It was 1.5, I think, when the day started. So a little bit of tightening. And then we had some battleground state polls over the weekend as well that, again, confirm this is a, absolute tie race. Pennsylvania was 50-50. Michigan was 50-49 Harris. Wisconsin was 51-49 Harris. So, and then I think we had one on Saturday, an American Greatness poll that had them 48-48 in Arizona. So wow. It is about as tight as you can possibly imagine. And that's why I think this debate tomorrow night is going to matter a lot.
Yeah, let's talk about the debate.